go, boys. Yeah, buddy.
So what changes have you seen with the football program since they've implemented the whole big, bold new era with Coach Mack coming in as the new head coach?
We had a rough last couple of seasons, I should say, and I think a lot of people just see it as kind of a fresh start, and it's definitely difficult going into your senior year, switching coaches and stuff, but you definitely embrace what they bring in, and I think that, like I said, a lot of us see it as kind of a fresh start, and you got to just see it as you're fortunate for a change, and I think it kind of revamped everybody in football, and if they were kind of getting tired of things, I think that the new coaching staff definitely brought some new energy to it and some new excitement, and they've definitely got good things coming. Good.
Ram each week during the 2012 season will bring you updates about former CSU players in the NFL. Today we're checking in with
I am a fifth-year senior on the swim team and also a two-time captain, and I am getting my master's in management practices.
So can you tell me what changes you've personally seen with the athletic program, specifically the football program?
Well, starting in the summer, because I stayed up here, and so we're like in Moby a lot at the same time, and their practices changed. They were in Moby a lot more in the weight room. It just seemed like a more serious atmosphere, and they kind of had goals to work for, whereas I feel in the summers past, they just kind of went in there, did their summer workouts, and left. So I just feel like the attitude changed along with like the structure of how their practices were. Like I'd seen guys after they worked out going in and like doing extra stuff, and I've never seen that. Yeah, especially on our football team, like they kind of went in, did their thing, and left. And it was really cool to see guys like actually, wanting to prove themselves and wanting to get better. And I feel like it was more intrinsic motivation as far as the players themselves went.
So specifically, what changes have you seen in the players either on or off the field?
I think going off the last one, just kind of dedication and motivation are like two big things that I've seen change, but then also like as the season progressed, even though they haven't been having the season they wanted, it's still like they come back in every week and the attitude is still positive. Like they still are believing in each other, and a big theme this year that I've like heard them talk about is like brothers. Like they're all brothers and in it together, and they're trying to be a family unit.
So based off of your knowledge, what kind of things do you think we should change in the program to kind of change the culture around the CSU football team?
I mean, I think the first thing that needs to change is just winning. I think if they start winning, then that's when people are gonna like start going to the games and be more loyal fans. So I think like that's something that they need to focus on, which that's like on the whole football side, like who they're recruiting and like the coaches that they get and the athletic department, like how much money is being put into the program. But on the other side of things, I think they can kind of do stuff for their marketing football team, like having them do more interactive stuff in the community. I mean, if like the guys are going and like serving at different events, then they're gonna make connections with people in the community, and those people are gonna like go to the games because they know the football players and it has more meaning to it, or even like getting more involved with different student organizations. So like the students see that like these guys, I mean, we have like nice, genuine guys on the football team. They're not a bunch of dumb jocks. Like, so just like interacting like face to face with students, I think would like help get students more involved in the game. Because people are going to want to go and support their friends playing football rather than just like random guys that are on the team and they don't really like. So from that standpoint, and then I think it comes down to like the athletic department, and they need to get more money so they can do like more promotions, like have more events at the games, like have more giveaways to incentivize students to get there. I know they're doing like the Ram Ruckus, which is the student like support group, and I think that just started this year. So if they get that up and running and incentivize like giving better seats or giving like parking passes or giving them like tailgate, like having a tailgate set aside for people with like free food and free beer. I mean, college students always love free stuff, so I think anytime they can incorporate like incentives into being at the games and supporting, then it's just gonna like start the tradition.
Cool. So what are your guys' feelings towards the football program this year?
I think it's kind of hard to say because I feel like there's a connection between the football program as well as the team. But as the program, they're doing good things. Hiring the coach, not necessarily, I mean, going back with the team here, it's hard to, but they're moving in a positive direction, and I mean, they're headstrong, and I see them doing something good eventually.
I'd agree with that. They're definitely in a developmental stage right now, so making sure we can get that recruitment, working on the players that we do have. So I've definitely seen that positive effect with them. But like Steven said, it's really hard to talk about the program and not bring in the team aspect as well.
So do you guys have any, are your feelings any different this year about the program than they have been in the past years?
I'd say mine definitely are when I first got to CSU. I don't know if I could care too much about the football programs. So as I've gone through, I've definitely become more interested in it, following it more. So and especially with the new coach and everything, I've become a lot more involved with the program.
So when I came to CSU, it was more of academic-wise. Of course, it wasn't the football program. They weren't really well known at the time, and we weren't moving in a great direction. We still had Fairchild, but this year with Mac, Coach Mac, I think it has created an exciting atmosphere for us and everyone, and we're hoping that they can turn it around. And I mean, we have faith, so we're hoping it'll be great.
So what are your feelings towards the actual team and the players here at CSU?
So I feel like, I don't have a great connection with them. You barely see them. I don't have much classes with them. I do with the basketball players, which is cool. But do something with the students, where they can actually interact with us and get to know us more. All we hear is the negative things, especially with this horrible beating with the freshmen. That's how we see the team as, and when they're losing, it just makes things worse. So if they can, show us that they're trying and they're working hard, I think we'd be more positive towards them.
I definitely agree. I've seen the good and the bad from the teams, so I've definitely seen the players that are there to do their job, play a sport, and go to school and doing it well. But I've also seen the bad side of it, like the fights and that type of deal. So, and unfortunately, that definitely overshadows the good on the team. And so, just making sure they do have that positive outlook with the other students on campus. Like Steven said, I know a lot of the basketball players, they're in your classes and that type of deal, and they'll talk to you. But there's definitely been a stigma with the football team that they kind of own the campus, so to say. So if they just kind of wanted to incorporate themselves into the student body, I think that would be